Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Topic Time with Harrison Young. Oh boy, I'm glad to say we're more than halfway through this month of February. I know they're telling us more snow. I'm saying we'll get through it. We always do. Well, of course, we're heating things up in here tonight with another great guest, this young lady. She drove quite a distance. Hey, that's Topic Time. We get a lot of people that drive long distances to be on my show, and it's great for both of us. This is Shanta Paloma. Love the name. She's another musical guest, third one in a row. We're going to talk to her tonight. She's going to render us with some of her music. It sounded great warming up when she was warming up. And so get psyched. And we're going to talk to her starting now. So, Shanta, how you doing tonight? Thanks for coming in.
Oh, my pleasure.
Well, tell me a little about yourself. Where did you grow up?
I was born in California, Santa Monica.
Okay,
California. Santa Monica.
That's southern, right?
Yep,
it is.
southern.
Okay.
On the beach, 2 blocks away from the beach.
You were born on the beach? Or 2 blocks away?
2 blocks away. Do you know the show Baywatch?
I do.
And Three's Company?
I do.
On that,
oh, that area. Oh, I'd love to. I wish I was there
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Oh.
Wish you were doing the show from
I
here.
asked myself, what am I doing here?
I know. Well, now I'm asking you, what are you doing here?
Well,
okay. I mean here. I mean, how did you make the transmigration across the continent?
Well, I went around the world a few times first.
Like Columbus, sort of, thinking, you didn't probably thought the earth was flat when you were doing it all those years ago. No? I'm just kidding, but I digress. Go ahead.
Well, my father is interested in Indian music and is a diplomat.
Cool.
Was a retired diplomat. So I lived in northern India, in southern India, France, and Turkey growing up. And then
Are you multilingual?
I've spoken different languages.
I gotcha. Okay.
And then I went to school in the United States, college in the United States.
Where?
Wesleyan University in Middletown.
Middletown, Connecticut?
Middletown.
Cool.
Yeah. And then I moved to New York City, and then got into trouble and came home to live with my mom.
Okay.
Well, my parents have a house in Western Massachusetts.
Okay.
And so after New York City, I went there and got my own apartment and have been there for now 7 years.
Oh, okay. Now, that's the thing. I noticed your phone number has a New York extension. So you didn't drive here from New York?
No,
Okay.
from Western Massachusetts.
I know that. What do you do in New York? Anything exciting with music? I'm just wondering.
I went there after college.
Okay.
And
what did you major in college?
Philosophy.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And I actually went in there to go pre-med and psychology, but dropped those for philosophy.
Okay.
And then my last year I picked up music, but at Wesleyan it's ethnomusicology.
Okay. Well, how long have you been playing music for? Since you were little?
Since I was
Okay, so you've been playing guitar. How old were you when you learned to strum?
I remember my dad showing me the E minor chord when I was maybe 8 years old.
Okay.
But I started playing when I was 15, just before my 15th birthday.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I took his guitar when he wasn't looking, so he couldn't tell me to practice. And if he didn't know that I was playing guitar, he couldn't tell me to practice.
We would have been. Oh, I see. You didn't want it to. You didn't want it to be too pushy about it, but you wanted to do it. But you wanted to do it on your own time.
Right.
I got you.
So wait until no one's around.
Right. I understand. Okay. So, all right. So now getting back to your experience in New York, how is it that you commute from New York to Western Mass regularly? Is that it?
No, I live in Western Mass.
You do?
But I used to live in New York. That's why I have the cell phone number that's 6.
I got you. Now, when you were in New York, what did you do? I mean, did you play music there? I mean, like professionally.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Like what venues? Bars, clubs, shows, Broadway shows, whatever.
I got super lucky to play at CBGB's in the basement before they closed. They closed that fall, and I played the summer before they closed. Played the Bitter End, Soul Cafe, Cafe Wa.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you did a lot of. So now, when you were traveling around the world, did you play in other countries too? Did you play in other parts of this country? I mean, where have you? I'm just curious. Where have you played all
around
over?
the world? Okay. Well, I was
that you can remember.
a kid.
Yep.
So I performed in other capacities in other countries. Like I was in a musical when I was around 11 or 12.
Awesome.
It's a musical about Olive Ridley turtles.
Where was this musical?
This was in southern India, in
Cool.
Madras, or Chennai.
Wow.
And I actually was just one of the baby turtles, but my voice was used as the lead character's voice.
Wow.
So she just lip sync to.
Is this kind of like an opera about turtles, basically? I'm just wondering because this sounds
Pretty much.
Wow, that's
well,
wonderful.
you know, a musical about.
Yeah, I know a musical, but okay, cool.
There wasn't any opera music. It was
I gotta
more
ask,
pop.
do you have any Indian blood in you? You look kind of like you could be part Indian, or
I
maybe
do
all
not.
Indian. You
I do
don't.
not.
It is
But Shanta
interesting.
is an Indian name.
It
and
is
it's peaceful.
I figured as much. Yeah.
My father is into Indian music. He
Right.
plays the sitar.
You mentioned that.
And my parents met through Ravi Shankar, or at a concert of his.
Right.
My father was friends with him. My mom went to the concert. And then they named my sister and I Indian names.
Cool.
I do not have any Indian blood in me.
Okay.
But I can see why people would
Yeah,
think
yeah.
I was.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
If you had a star on you, I'd say definitely. You know, like that some Indians do wear them. I know, stars in the forehead. I think that's part of the. I've seen.
Oh, the bindi?
Yeah, is that what they call them? I didn't know
Yeah.
that, but yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Because I was in New York myself, and I actually saw people on an elevator wearing that. I was visiting my aunt and uncle a bunch of years ago, and I said, "Oh, that woman has a star on her face," and he goes, "My uncle said she's an Indian." I go, "Oh, okay." I didn't know that. That's when I realized that was Indian tradition.
It can be a star. It cannot be a star. It can be anything.
Right, something on the head, right, on the forehead. Interesting. Okay. How do they act? I'm just curious. Do you know how they? That isn't a brand. I mean, how do they make? Is that just like a
Pellegrino?
Little, yeah.
It's
I figure
it's
you know about
carbonated
every
water.
tradition. What is it?
It's carbonated water
No. I'm
with
talking.
minerals
I mean,
in it.
how do they put bindi on the forehead?
Oh, how do they put it on the forehead?
Yeah.
Very carefully, symmetrically.
Okay. I mean, it's like a tattoo. Kind of?
No, it's a sticker.
It's a sticker. Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay,
Pretty
I was
much.
curious. I've always wondered about that. Now that you mention, I mean, I figured you sound like you're pretty familiar with a lot of those countries that you visited, and you got a lot of culture from them, including So why were you? Your father was a diplomat. I am curious. I mean, was he like for the UN?
The State Department.
Okay. All right.
And he worked in the information, USIA, the United States Information Agency. Was,
Okay.
He was a cultural attaché officer, which meant that he brought music, art, dance to and from America.
Okay.
From the other countries. So, like.
So you had quite a rich upbringing with that, with culture and music and art.
I was lucky.
You were.
I was very lucky.
All right. Well, when it comes to like your own, now when it comes to songwriting, how long have you been doing that for?
Since I've been playing, when I started playing the guitar,
Yep.
I just wrote music. I just wrote songs.
Okay.
I started music from a totally different angle. I had been playing classical piano and reading and playing what was, and I got really frustrated with that for many reasons. And so then I started playing the guitar
Yep.
secretly and only my own songs.
Okay.
And that's how I taught myself how
That's
to play.
awesome. You self-taught, right? You self-taught how to write. Did you? Okay. So when did you start taking music? You played the piano. I played the piano too, 7 years, and I know how frustrating that can be. It can make you hit the wrong key and you're screwed. At least with a guitar, you might be able to get away with, off an accord or something here or there. Well, you probably can't. But I know playing the piano can be frustrating. So did you start
Any
taking
instrument.
piano lessons before you played the guitar?
I did. I took
Okay.
piano lessons. I think any instrument or any discipline could be frustrating.
Right.
But perseverance,
Right.
furthers.
Of course.
I think what was particularly frustrating about the piano is that I was told that the way to be a musician was play these things, know all of this music, Chopin, Mozart, Beethoven,
Yep.
be able to read what's on the what's on the page, and
Have it memorized too.
well, I was better at memorizing.
Well,
when
were
my
you?
teacher would just play it, then I
Okay.
could play it back and pretend like I knew how to read.
Wow.
But
It's quite a gift.
it felt like I was never going to be a musician until I learned all of this music,
Whoa.
and it was going to take forever, and I didn't know how to learn how to. I wasn't getting taught the right way. I
Yeah.
mean, there are different kinds
I
of
understand.
learning.
I know. It was overwhelming.
More visual.
Yeah.
Now I can play the piano because I understand that it's just look at the white and the black, and you find the patterns, and you
Cool.
make the sounds. It's
Okay.
not so heady.
Well, I got to tell you, I heard you warming up before. You sounded amazing. You have quite a set of pipes. As long as your singing is great. So if you want, you can. How many? You got a playlist of songs. How many did you bring tonight?
I have a lot of songs.
Okay.
I could play 4 or 5, I think, or whatever.
Okay. Why don't you want to do one now?
Sure.
Okay. Awesome. Take your Pellegrino. That's what she's drinking. It's good. It keeps her voice mellow and soft.
I tend to have a lot of.
Oh yeah. Take your jewelry off because it might interfere with the strumming, whatever you got to do. It's like you're going on an airplane or something. You're getting a metal check. Okay. You want to name the title before you start?
This one's White Turns to Gray.
Cool. Love it.
Okay.
Oh, you got the microphone close enough for that? I guess it is. He's tested it, so you're good.
I know that you have to lose me if we're gonna push on through. The thing that's hard to forgive is now I have to lose you too. You said you would never forget the first time we kissed, the first time we met. Said all I can see is you, so go chase your heart and I'll be true. You said I would die for you, said I'd never lie to you. I fought myself every day. You always have perfect words, but something about them hurt. Everything white turns to gray. You've been very deceiving. I deceived you first. I think I gave you excuses. I knew you'd hurt me worse. Oh, and sweetness came out of every pore, so I didn't see the lie, no, I didn't see the hole. It's like tipping a boat, I'm trying to run, but I'm going too slow. You said I would die for you, said I'd never lie to you. I fought myself every day. You always have perfect words, but something about them hurt. Everything white turns to gray. I've got the shivers and the shakes. I can't believe a word you say. I guess I called it in the first place. I turn upside down when I see your face. You said I would die for you, said I'd never lie to you. I fought myself every day. You always have perfect words, but something about them hurt. Everything white turns to gray. You said I would die for you, said I'd never lie to you. I fought myself every day. You always have perfect words, but something about them hurt. Everything white turns to gray. I know that you have to lose me if we're gonna push on through.
Oh, that was great. I'll tell you, you're very passionate. Have you ever played in a band before?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Are you in a band currently?
I play my originals, and then I have Jam Messiah who plays bass with me.
Okay.
And T-Bell plays drums with me, and the 3 of us will play out sometimes.
Cool.
I've played different people. Lately, I've been playing with another drummer, as well as collaborating in a trip-hop trio.
Yep.
I just do oohs and ahs in the background.
Well, I noticed I've seen your stuff on Reverb too, and your video looks really good. You were doing one video, you were dancing. Want to talk about that? No, okay.
Okay, sure. That was my first video made back in 2011, and I was inspired by Betty Page.
Cool. Is she a singer too, or is she a?
Betty Page is one of the first. She's a striptease.
Oh, yeah, it looked like you were doing something like that. Okay.
Like burlesque.
Cool.
So she typically had a backdrop, and then would make her own costumes and dance in her own way.
Provocative way.
Yeah, but they're Betty page ways.
Okay. So I
just
mean, I say
jointed.
provocative. I mean, just
Provocative ways, yeah.
tantalizing, eye-catching, and you sure were too in that. That was awesome.
So I had written this song, and it's a cutesy song.
Right.
Sweet cheeks.
Yeah, that's right. I remember.
And so I painted the red circles on my cheeks,
Yeah.
and the video's not to be taken too seriously.
Oh, I didn't know. I liked it though. I mean, because I was looking for some of your stuff so that I knew what I was going to talk about, and I knew I was going to mention that, and now and it got someone else's attention. Some other person that might be a guest on my show thought it was pretty awesome too, so I just thought I'd tell you that. Well, when it comes to like, what do you perform regularly now?
Mm-hmm.
And let me ask you this: if you cut any CDs?
I do have
Okay.
CDs for sale.
And how many do you have?
Lots of them.
Good. I mean, but how many of you? So I mean,
I have one album out.
Okay. And how long did it take you to do it?
How long to record it, or how long to make it?
Put it together, just the whole process.
I want to say 11 years.
Wow.
Because
Okay.
the oldest song on that album is 11 years old.
Okay.
And I had been writing songs for a long amount of time
Right.
and going through a lot of, I guess, psychological hurdles, I suppose, and financial hurdles. But
Yeah.
then I finally had enough, $3,000, and I said, I want to make this album. And the time that I spent at the recording studio making the album, a few months.
Okay.
But the entire process.
Yeah. It took 11 years.
I'd say.
Well, that's good. I mean, I was hoping you'd say something like that, because that means you got to be dedicated, and there's a lot of peaks and valleys when it comes to creating something like that, piece of art like that, and you were equal to them, and that's pretty awesome.
I had written many other songs, but I took the best songs at that moment.
Okay.
And put them on that album. I've written a song a month since then.
Wow.
I probably have.
So
albums
for
on
11 years?
No,
since
since I put out that album in 2013.
Okay, so 2 years. So it's been a couple of years. That's
I've got
awesome.
a lot, and my songwriting has, I think, improved.
Okay, what do you think inspires you? That song sounded like a lover scorn song. If I assume that's based on what, and you certainly couldn't have said the words better to the
Bittersweet love.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty common. But and by the way, man, you really the way you can. I love the way you can almost scream a note but not break your voice. That's impressive. That's not easy to do. Because I'm telling you, you don't lose. You stay on key, and you don't your voice doesn't crack when you add a little a volume to it. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, now do you perform regularly around Boston, or now that or do you go to? Where do you go now basically to perform?
Okay, well, at the very moment, I
Yeah.
have a regular show the third Monday of every month
Where?
at a bar called, it's a venue, not
Okay.
a bar, just
Venue?
called Bishop's Lounge in Northampton, Massachusetts.
Okay.
It's a sweet little spot.
Northampton's a nice town.
Yeah, and it's really cool. It's on the third floor of this building. It has
Yeah.
a balcony. You can go outside. Candlelight. It's wonderful. And I get to play in a set of originals every month.
Wow.
I also play out about once a month with the trio.
The band, yeah.
And until a couple of months ago, I was playing at restaurants and bars, 3 or 4 hours of cover songs.
Okay.
And I had at one point last year I had 3 of those going on a week, and
That's awesome.
bringing home some money, honey. But
Yeah, exactly. It's pretty hard to. Have you ever played like outdoor venues, Faneuil Hall?
yes,
Awesome. Okay.
I've played lots of different venues. I've played festivals. I've played lots of different places, coffee houses, outdoors parties, rooftop parties.
Well, that's awesome. What about? I mean, now, where have your travels taken you around the United States to play? Just New York and Boston, and New England, or have you been besides other places besides that? Like Sarah, the girl I had on last week, has gone to Nashville. She played there. Have you ever played there or played at any of the other venues?
I've been to Nashville to record.
Okay.
When I was about 22.
Yeah.
Somebody took interest in a song I had written.
That's great.
And so I went out and recorded his vision of
Okay.
it at Omni Sound and Sound Emporium.
That's in Nashville, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are some pretty well-known recording studios. So I had some studio musicians, or
Right.
he had some studio musicians play the instrumentation to one of my songs, the jazzier one called Poet. And then we went to the other studio to lay down my vocal tracks the next day.
Okay. Yeah. Now, do you prefer creating recorded music or playing live, or do you like doing each equally? Because I know a lot of, because I mean, you know, the old days. Now, when I say the old days, I don't know how old you are, but back in the '60s and '70s, a lot of songs sounded just better when they were recorded than when they were live. And Steely Dan, the band, I'm sure you're familiar with, because of that, they didn't go live for years because they felt their music didn't sound as good live until the technology came along to maybe change that, to create the good acoustics in the live venue as opposed to, or as equally good in live as it is as recording when you mix tracks or whatever. So what about now? Do you feel that it's an equal thing, or do you prefer one over the other?
I'm in touch with that feeling that Steely Dan had. There have been times when I've wanted it to sound a certain way, and the only way to get that sound is through recording. I appreciate both of them for what they are.
Right.
There's something magical about the spontaneous creation, improvising with other people, performing live, recording a song, sort of creating it on the computer. It's sort of like painting music.
Sure.
I appreciate them all for what they are.
Now, when it comes, you talk about the computer. Are you pretty easy working when it comes to using your computer for creating music?
I'm getting better at it.
Okay, because I must be. I've edited video, but I've never edited sound before. I mean, not just. I'm talking about regular. I'm talking about musical sound. Now, speaking of that video you did, have you ever done any other music videos? Have you ever been in one?
Nothing professional. Just what I've done.
Would you ever consider?
Oh wait. Oh,
okay,
no.
okay. Keep thinking.
No, it wasn't a music video. I was just an extra on a.
Well, tell me about it.
An Indian music from Bollywood.
Okay.
Not Indian music, an Indian movie from Bollywood. My sister and I, when I was like, I don't know, 11 years old.
Was that in India?
Yeah.
It was.
So that's not a music video. But no, I haven't been in any professional music videos. I don't have any of those made. I might be working. I am in a documentary.
Please discuss it.
A videographer named Paul Preston.
Okay.
Making a documentary of music from the Western Mass area.
Awesome.
And he's interviewed Darcy from Smashing Pumpkins.
Okay.
Because she's from that area.
I didn't know Smashing Pumpkins had a female player in there.
Now they do.
Oh, okay. It's just added recently?
Not that recently.
Wow.
But, so
never knew that. Okay.
Yeah. And then.
I knew Lincoln Park had one.
No, I'm sorry. Darcy was the first one. Nicole is the one he interviewed.
Okay, Nicole. Okay.
Right. I'm not very good with names.
It's okay.
Never been very good with names. And Shadows Falls, I think, as well. Anyways, I'm in that.
But you're in his documentary.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
And he's got me playing at the Hippodrome. He videotaped me playing at the Hippodrome, so I'm in that video. The Hippodrome's in Springfield.
Okay, yeah, I know Springfield.
Okay.
Right.
Other than that, I just make my own.
Wow, okay.
I've got one of me sitting in a tree.
That's not bad.
I've got.
Is it on your reverb? Is it on your wall?
It's on my YouTube channel.
You're on YouTube channel, yeah. Because the only one I saw was the dancing one, but I'll have to look at the other one too.
Yeah, there's several up there.
Sure.
Lately, I've been putting up more simple, just me and acoustic guitar in corners of my apartment.
Awesome.
So.
That's nice. Okay, you want to end us with another one?
Okay.
Okay, take a little swig. There you go. Great transition from.
Do you like jazz? Take it you
love
like jazz.
I love jazz. Is this going to be an instrumental? Because a lot of jazz is. It's up to. I'm just curious.
No, it's not an instrumental,
Okay.
but I'm thinking maybe I should play you something jazzier.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I'll play it.
Show
the
you
third
diversity.
Song
That's
around.
what I love in good musicians.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. You want to name the tune, the title?
This one's Never Meant to Be.
Got it.
Can you hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it. I hear it fine.
We're together in our mutual pain of of knowing that we were never meant to be. But you see, the problem lies in the fact that I see myself in your eyes. And your sweet face is enigmatic to me. For when you push me away, your eyes beg me to stay in your fantasies. I want to be as close as to know what goes through your mind between the times we say hello and how are you. We say hello and how are you. I've loved you before, and I've loved before you, but never have I never had a reason why to keep thinking of you. But oh, what can we do? The sky reflects your smile, and all the while I scream at you. I want to be as close as to know what goes through your mind between the times we say hello and how are you. We say hello and how are you. We're together in our mutual pain of knowing that we were never meant to be.
Wow, that was great. You know, you reminded me of with that. Maybe you're familiar with Phoebe Snow?
No, who's Phoebe Snow?
Never heard of Phoebe Snow?
No, who's that?
Well, maybe 40 years ago, Phoebe Snow did a beautiful song called "The Poetry Man." When you get a chance, you sounded just like her in that. You gotta hear "The Poetry Man." I can't believe that song's 40 years old because I remember when I was a sophomore at Brockton High School at that time, and it's hard to believe that was 40 years ago. But she's a classic performer. And
Phoebe Snow?
Phoebe Snow. Look it up. All you got to do is Google the Phoebe Snow Poetry Man. And when you hear that song, you'll say, that sounds like me.
I'll text that to myself. I've got
Phoebe, Phoebe is Phoebe, Snow S-N-O-W. Yeah, no, she's quite a performer. It sounded a little like that. Yeah, she's a rock singer. And that was beautiful. That was really, definitely different from the first one.
I've got more.
You got what?
Got lots of more. I describe my genre as schizoaffective, maybe.
As which?
Schizoaffective.
Oh, really?
That's my diagnosis.
That's okay. That's good.
I have a lot of variety. I've got some trip hop feel.
Sure.
And
Well, I'll tell you what. You want to
funkier
go right to
ones.
another song? Go for it.
Got rock pop ones. I love different kinds of music.
Go ahead. Let's hear your hip hop. I want to hear that.
Oh, I don't want
You got me. You don't want to do it? It's up to you.
It's trip hop, actually.
Oh, trip hop. Okay.
That one works better with my loop pedal because then I can plug in.
You have it here?
No, it's in my car.
It's in your car. All right.
I can put in the drum part and then play along.
Okay. All right.
You know what I mean?
Saying. All right.
So, but here's one. This one has some French in it.
You want to name it? When you say French, you don't mean profanity, do you?
Nope.
Oh, good. Okay. I don't mind profanity, but this is the dinner out while, you never know who might be watching. So.
This one has got language French in it.
Okay. No, I know.
French
I know what you
language.
meant.
And it means.
I know exactly what you meant when you said. I said no, it wasn't profanity. I know you meant the French language. Okay.
So si tu fuis, il suit. Si tu suis, il fuit. It means if you chase, they run. And if you
Speak
run,
it beautifully. Is that the name of the
change.
song?
The song is Love/Hate.
Okay. Did you write it?
I did.
Beautiful. Okay.
When I love you, I'm just thinking about if the tables were turned and how much I hate you. come after you. I'm already caught up in your game. Now I'm the one to blame. Si tu fuis, il suit, si tu suis, il enfuit encore. I want you, la belle vie. One of us keeps running through the door. Seems to me we continue to be jumping, hiding here in the floor. C'est tant pis, ma chérie. I can't decide if I love or hate you more. Happy or sad, no longer have any meaning. The lines you pull are intoxicating. Too much to control. Pick up your understandings and not so much ammo. Si tu fuis, le suis, si tu suis, enfuis encore. I want you, la belle vie. One of us keeps running through the door. Seems to me we continue to be jumping, hiding here in the floor. C'est tant pis, ma chérie. I can't decide if I love or hate you more. Your reflections got nothing to do with all of your intentions, and maybe we lost it, maybe it was never there. I came to you in your despair cause I care. I'm your Madonna and I'm your whore, and I'm not sure that I wanna be just one of them anymore. My other, he's the road not taken, a Tolkien poem, a diptych separated. I am the wanderer, he is the burning hand. So we drew our lines in the sand, and he went one way and I went the other. That's why we love and hate each other. Si tu fuis, il suit, si tu suis, il enfuit encore. I want you, la belle vie. One of us keeps running through the door. Seems to me we continue to be jumping, hiding here in the floor. C'est tant pis, ma chérie. I can't decide if I love or hate you more. Si tu fuis, il suit, si tu suis, il enfuit encore. I want you in la belle vie. One of us keeps running through the door. Seems to me we continue to be jumping, hiding here in the floor. C'est tant pis, ma chérie. I can't decide if I love or hate you more.
Oh my goodness! Wow, I'm telling you, you were like, it's almost like you were singing a song in a marriage counselor's office. That's pretty cool. That's really, I mean, singing lyrics that could have been spoken. But I didn't hear any French in there. What was the French?
Si tu fuis, il suit.
I didn't hear
the
that.
Chorus.
Really?
Oh,
Oh, it's okay. I didn't understand.
You were so bedazzled by my
Every word
melody.
you sang, I could understand. That's why I didn't know there was French in there. Wow, that's incredible. That's wow. You juiced that up really well.
I wrote one this weekend I could play for you as well.
Go for it.
All right.
You want to roll? Don't lose it.
Part of me wants to play it on Zippy.
Go ahead.
Zippy's my car
Play
guitar.
Blood one. That's right. You got it. Okay. You want to name the title?
This one's Love on the Outside, Looking In.
Okay.
Okay, this is Zippy. Zippy's my 3/4 size guitar.
Okay.
And
You named
I
the
like
guitar.
Zippy.
I like that. Zippy.
Because Zippy, it's my car guitar.
There you go.
I can't text while I
You can't-
drive, so
right,
now I
you
can.
You can't really play while you drive either, can you?
Oh, at the stoplight I
not
can.
Smart, but okay.
I can write songs while sitting in my car.
Oh, no show for another day, but okay.
I'm on the dark side. I'm on the outside. I want to get inside your heart. I want to know you. I want to show you. I'm on the other side of the wall. What's real will always be. This delight in, but don't you let it dim. Beauty can give a brand new start. What's real will always be, and this is just eternity. Close your eyes, I know that you know it. Trust in you, now trust in me, and go and love me secretly. Feel this moment, we don't have to show it. Love on the outside, looking in. Love on the outside, there's no way that we could win. Love on the outside, looking in. Love on the outside, there's no way that we could win. 'Cause what is real will always be, and this is just eternity. Close your eyes, I know that you know it. Trust in you, now trust in me, and go and love me secretly. Feel this moment, we don't have to show it. Love on the outside, looking in. Love on the outside.
Wow.
I wasn't planning on playing that, and I'd only ever played it on this guitar. That's why I chose to play it on Zippy.
That sounds almost like a song of obsession, but that's good. That's wonderful. Love on the outside. Look, two people, you know, they may be in love, but they don't know. They're afraid to really express they'll make it happen. Like they'll let their feelings go. That's pretty interesting. That's very common, I guess, in a lot of situations with people that are like forced together in probably work environment. That's what I got out of it. Well, now your songs are they're very passionate. They've got a lot of like backlash between people in them, and that's really cool. I mean, I take it you play. I'm wondering if you write them from experience, personal experience.
Yeah. I mean, of
Okay.
course, everything it is from personal experience, and I also can't sing something that's not true. It doesn't feel true.
Exactly.
But at the same time, I do a certain amount of crafting
Okay. Right.
to make it more relatable, to make it more ubiquitous. You know what I mean?
understand.
And sometimes, just because I sing something and the lyrics are, I think the art is not so much the exact literal meaning of the lyrics, but it's sort of like the relationship between me and the music.
Exactly.
So you know, I don't
I know what
mean
you're saying. Yeah,
word for word everything I
you
say.
adjust it so that it's going to sound good as a song, as opposed to just. I understand. That makes perfect sense, and you're great at it. Let me ask you something. Have you ever, there's a radio show. Have you ever played on the radio before?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever played at WATD in Marshfield?
No.
Okay. They have a show. It's called Almost. They have two shows. One of them, in fact, the girl Sarah that was on last week is going to be on. It's right near where my old TV station was. It's called Almost Famous. It's on Tuesday nights. They simulcast it here. They telecast it here. You might want to look in it. You might want to get on Facebook and talk to John Shea, because you'd be great at that on that.
Cool.
I always like networking people together.
John.
And he's been doing it for a few years, and I think he'd be wonderful. It's a bit of a haul though, but I'm saying it's probably another from here. You know how far it took you to get here. It would probably be another maybe half hour, 40 minutes, but. It doesn't start till 8 o'clock though at night. I'm pretty sure.
No worries. I like traveling.
I know.
I
Good.
like driving.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So you might want to look into that. And I do poetry on the radio every Thursday on that station. I've been
Cool.
doing stuff for them for 10 years, as a matter of fact. Okay.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. You want to do another one?
Sure, I've got lots.
You want to roll?
Yeah. All right.
Doctor, what's your name? You had Zippy. What's this one's name?
Oh, this one doesn't have a name.
Oh, okay.
This is just.
Just Zippy and the other
This
one.
is the guitar I've had. I've had this guitar for a long time. This one no longer leaves the house.
Is that
so.
that's the handcrafted one, right?
Yeah, custom made. Not for me. Bought secondhand, but it was custom made for the person who
Yeah,
sold this
before
one.
you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. What you got here? What's the name of this one?
I really want to be with you.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's you sure you're not gonna. That sounds like a song
Nice
from
and
the
direct.
Raspberries. Oh, good. Okay, that's okay.
If we could be Adam and Eve, with nothing to lose, never lonely, together on an island with you. If we could go at it and speak with our bodies and our moves, all the things I want to say to you, but you're leaving in a day or two. What are you holding back? The heart of the matter, as a matter of fact, I'd wait for you forever if you feel this way too. Could we step out together? I really wanna be with you. When I left your house, I saw a key on the ground. I didn't know a door had opened, but I knew what I had found. Unlocked the secrets of the 7 and the 3. These numbers give me messages. What do all the signs mean? I hear your name, I feel your sound. Why does it seem like you're all around? You're a part of me, you're a piece of my brain now. Unbridled conversations fall out between the kiss. It's all or nothing now, 'cause of how intense it is. What are you holding back? The heart of the matter, as a matter of fact, I'd wait for you forever if you feel this way too. Could we step out together? I really wanna be with you. This is where the sexy bass solo goes. One more thing, there's no way you could lose, 'cause if you don't want me, I'm still grateful to have loved you. Everything I've learned to feel closer to your soul has made me who I am today. Can't you see how much I've grown? Can I be with you?
Oh, that was awesome. The way you use that minor chord, those minor chords, in order to convey the passion of the song. That's incredible.
I love minor chords.
Yeah, minor chords are really good. And
Sad.
Use them in a love song. It's pretty hard to do. It's pretty impressive.
Minor chords belong in love songs.
Well, you and I know that, but I don't think the rest of the world does. You don't hear that too often.
Minor chords in love songs?
I don't think so. Maybe I'm just missing it. But I know, I listen for chords. I'm musically inclined myself. I took piano lessons for 7 years, and I don't usually hear in a love song. It's usually a sweet, melodious song. It's not usually
with a major chord, happy sounding chords.
Right. Right.
Love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, like that.
Well, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, let me think.
It's too happy for love songs.
I'm just trying to think. What would be? Yeah, most of the love songs I hear are sweet sounding chords. Maybe they're schmaltzy, but that's what I hear. But you mastered the art of the minor chord in a love song. It's pretty good. That's awesome. That's definitely that's one that I would, if I was like, there was a girl I wanted to sing something to, I would play that for her. That might be our song. I'll give you an example. And you know what I just thought of? You know what's amazing? You know Foreigner, the band, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Years ago, I had a girlfriend back. We're talking 32 years ago. Well, our song was Waiting for a Girl Like You. You know that song? That's the only love song I know, now that I think of it, that uses minor chords. That's pretty much the whole song, but it's a great song. I've been waiting for a girl like
Yeah.
you to come into my life. You know, it's all minor, but it's a great song. It's a classic for the ages.
The love songs that I got into all use minor chords. Love Song by The Cure, starts on A minor.
By the way, everything you played so far is original, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Everything's original so
Nice.
far.
That's great. That's wonderful. So you've done about 6 songs already, and they're all original. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that ability. You know that.
Thank you.
Now, when it comes to writing songs, I mean, the idea is like I was telling my other musical guests, they don't conform to a 9-to-5 schedule. They can happen anytime. You said, like you mentioned, you write them in your car. But does that? What I think what you meant to say is that an idea for a song might come to you when you're in your car. So you pull over, you're ready to write it down at a moment's notice, but you don't write it while you're driving. You pull over somewhere to write. Is that right? Do you do that?
Sure.
Okay, that's what I thought you meant. Because I hope you don't really actually try writing while you're hand one hand on the steering wheel and the foot on the gas.
No, never.
Oh, good. Okay, because you had me a little piqued for curiosity and concern for a minute there. So, all right, you want to do another one?
Sure. Shall I try something?
A little diverse. Go for it. You're quite a performer.
Huh.
I guess the Pellegrino helped. That's, by the way, I believe that's from the south of France, that bottle of water, isn't it?
This is my songbook. This is
Oh, yeah.
pretty much every song that I've written since I was a kid.
My goodness, that thing.
I write them. Eventually, I will copy them into this book to,
I'll tell you
keep track
something.
of them.
100 years from now, when they're doing the history of Shanta Paloma, that book is going to be sold at auction for $3 million.
For $3 million.
At least.
At least.
At least. That's
3 point.
Everything is it's all written out.
Yeah, in my best handwriting.
And it hasn't yellowed either.
I have like 5 different handwritings.
Wow.
So apparently that makes me.
That makes you someone who's lived around the other ports of call, obviously.
I'm looking one that doesn't require my loop pedal. That's not going to lose anything. Or maybe it doesn't matter, Maybe I should just.
Well, go for it. I mean, so you don't have the loop pedal. So I know what a loop pedal. It's like the piano. It's like the damper pedal on a piano, right? Kind of.
No, the loop pedal allows me to record what I can play the chords and record that, and then immediately play those chords back so that I can solo on top of the chords. So it sounds like 2 guitars are playing.
Yeah, but it creates doesn't it create like a hum sound of the chord? Like it holds the chord down longer, right?
It doesn't hold the chord down longer. It just plays it back as if it's recorded. It's a recording that comes back at you.
Oh, I see what you mean. It almost makes the live sound recorded.
Yeah, so I can play the chords.
Yeah.
And then I can go like, and I hit the pedal, and now these chords are just playing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
See what you mean.
And then I can.
It doubles up on the chords. It creates the chords that you've just played with the chords that you're playing currently. Brings the past and the present together.
It does that, yeah.
Okay.
The most recent past. But I usually don't play chords on top of chords. I usually record chords and then play single notes, like a melody on top.
Okay, but it all depends on what your song is. I mean, every song has a different pattern that you have to follow, and you have to figure out which is best. Okay.
Yep.
Well, go ahead, do another one. We got about 11 minutes.
I'll play something, and it's not going to have the.
I'm sure it'll sound great. Everything you've done tonight has been wonderful. So, you just want to name it?
Fantasy Fling.
I love it.
And it's going to be super simple.
Okay.
Usually I have a bass line and a drum part going to it. But
you know what, if you want, I'll drum along. I
Okay.
got the rhythm. I got the rhythm here.
like that.
Okay.
Dream girl, fantasy, a mystery, sex appeal is out of this world. I have an idea.
Okay.
How about
I'm
you
just
hit
getting good on it.
the bottom of,
Oh, you want me to hit the okay?
because then you'll get a
I don't want to hurt.
bass,
I don't want to
maybe
hurt Zippy here. Zippy.
bassier sound or
Okay.
something.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
So like,
I know.
but then
Almost like I'm
another
playing
tone.
Indian music.
How about this?
Oh, okay, one tap on the one tap on the wood, one tap on the leather, right?
Like 1 and then 2.
Okay, got it. Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or is it easier the other way around?
Or is it doesn't matter to me, whichever you prefer.
Whichever way it's easier to play for you, where you get
No, this is either one. I'll do it this way.
like, is it going to be easier that way or this way?
Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, you want? Well, now I'm accepting. I'm gonna be.
Which easier for you?
Well, the other way was easier.
Okay.
Because I'm righty.
All right.
All right. So.
And let's do it slower and like.
So one tap, 2 taps on the wood, 1 tap on the
Yeah.
leather. Okay.
Boom. Dream girl, fantasy, a mystery, sex appeal is out of this world. Dream girl, she wants to be the kind you keep up. Perfection is ephemeral. Something about her's untouchable. One of a kind, a pearl, a diamond, a mind, seductive siren. Your beauty would fade like a dream in the morning, keep you awake, giving you warning, like a Monet painting. You come too close, love you forever, leave you forever, my perfect rose. Dream girl, fantasy, a mystery. All right. Her sex appeal is out of this world. She's a dream girl. She wants to be the kind you keep up. Perfection is ephemeral, and something about her's untouchable. She says the right things in the right way, does the right things the way she sashays. She's a Zephyrus mist, Sin City trust, sexual bliss, perfect, passionate tryst, and shadows fall on her in all the right places. Nobody knows what behind her face is. She broken inside, an angel on land? Behind her eyes, no one understands. Everybody needs just a little escape, something to get them through the mundane. Everybody needs just a little escape, something to get them through the mundane. This is where I'd had that loop pedal.
Okay.
I would have already recorded what I'm playing right now.
Oh, I see.
And then I can just solo on top of it. Anyway,
I got you.
I play something like this. Dream girl, a fantasy, a mystery. Her sex appeal is out of this world. She's a dream girl. She wants to be the kind you keep up. Perfection is ephemeral, and something about her's untouchable.
That was beautiful. I'm sorry I messed up the rhythm.
It's okay.
You
Sorry.
know what was happening? You know what was going to, I thought the guitar was going to, I thought Zippy was going to fall on the floor. That's what, and I was getting, that's what screwed up my rhythm. If it wasn't for that, I would have maintained it throughout. But that was beautiful.
I believe you.
I love the way you bring up those octaves too, real like that. Like when you explain what the loop pedal was for, you did the single strings and you brought it up an octave. I could tell you did that. That's wild. That's incredible that they were able to do that with
It's
just.
pretty awesome, right?
What's that?
Music is pretty awesome.
It is, and especially when it's done well. And you're definitely a very talented young lady. Well, so what are your plans for the future for this, for your musical career? Just wondering, look off the cuff.
All right. I'll never stop.
Okay.
Never stop performing. Never stop writing. I've been building a studio in my apartment.
Okay.
A corner studio. And I am going to make songs, make recordings, and I'd like to get them on videos, on movies, on soundtracks.
Okay, well, if you ever decide to do a music video, you need bit players. My show has given me the opportunity to appear in a lot of stuff, a lot of people's projects. I'm an actor too. I've been in music videos. I've been in web series. I've been in films. I was in Shutter Island. I was an extra in that. I don't know if you saw that. And I was also an extra in Amistad. And by the way,
Really?
Yeah. And by the way, you familiar with Sarah Silverman, the comedian?
Yeah.
She's my cousin.
Really?
Yeah, so I figured I'd throw that little tidbit in.
She's funny.
She is awesome, I know. I wouldn't mind having her on as a guest. Well, you want to put Zippy away? Put it over there, because what's going to happen is when we do the chair dance in another couple of minutes, I don't want to hurt Zippy. I don't want Zippy to fall on the floor. So in the remaining time we have, I want to know if you want to give any shouts out to anybody that are going to, because a lot of people are going to see the show. And the link will probably be up tonight on YouTube.
Well, there's so many people that matter.
Well, okay, a couple. You can narrow it down, but there's the time we got left. You can name the most reclusive people you can think of.
To everybody.
Everybody.
Honestly.
Okay, that's fine. You want that'll work.
You can check out shantapaloma.com. You can Google Shanta Paloma.
Yep.
It's SHANTAPALOMA. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Reverb Nation. If you Google my name,
I'll tell you what
just
you
the only
could do
one.
if you
You'll
want.
find
There's
me.
your name again. He just popped in. Thanks,
Yep.
Matt.
You'll find me. Just
you'll
Google
find
Shanta Paloma.
If you want, you can maybe attach this show to your webpage. It's
I
up
will.
to you. That's awesome.
I will,
That really,
yeah.
because we should get a lot of hits on it, I would say.
I will.
Okay. Well, I just want to tell you, I really appreciate you coming in. I know you drove a long distance, and you were worth it. You were a great guest. You're a very talented young lady.
Thank you.
I enjoyed having you on very much, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. I'm certainly going to help you carry out your stuff like I helped you carry it in, and I'm going to be. I want to. When you get those CDs out, let me know. I'll take one.
They're out. They're in my car.
Okay.
Yep. They're $10. There are two paintings on them.
Okay.
The front and the back cover are both painted by an artist from Western Massachusetts.
All right.
They're acrylic paintings on canvas.
Awesome. You want to name the artist who painted it?
His name is Matto,
Okay.
and it's art by Matto.
Okay.
So now that I'm mentioning names,
Okay.
Mom
give him
and
a
Dad,
shout. Sure.
my sister and my niece Ella.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, family comes first. I mean, obviously.
I got super lucky.
Yeah, you have. I'd say so.
And to Jam Messiah and T-Bell, who play with me, I'm super lucky to have them too.
Okay.
Because they just love my songs and they play along, whether we get paid or not. And to all my friends.
Okay. Cool.
And there's so many people that matter to me, so it's.
They know who they are. That's
yeah,
wonderful.
you know who you are.
Okay. How about the guy in your shirt there? Who's that?
This is Sid Vicious.
Okay.
From the Sex Pistols.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, give him. Okay.
Ultimate Rebel.
There you go. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank you for coming in. We're going to do the chair dance. We're going to wrap up the show.
Okay.
Hope you had a good time, and you hope you got a lot of stuff. All right, here we go, folks. Thanks for watching. See you again next week. Take care.